Hey everybody, Trisha Peridot, and this week we're talking about our capabilities towards decision making and really committing to those things that we want. And I venture to say that you probably have a series of decisions or commitments that you've made that ultimately ended in you backing down, backing out, changing your mind, feeling like a failure. I could go on and on, right? We all have those things in our life that we go, wow, I really want to do that, or I need to make this change in my life because the way I'm doing it now isn't serving me. It's not effective. It's actually hurting my day-to-day life. And what we don't get is that the way that we're making decisions and the way that we're making commitments is ineffective. And especially if we're only willing to go so far as to say, this is what I want, and this is how I can get there. Notice the word, this is how I can get there. But that's only if the work isn't too hard, it's not gonna cost too much money, it's not gonna take too much time, and I can get there quickly. And the deal is this, is any kind of growth or success worth having is gonna take work. It's gonna be uncomfortable. There's gonna be challenges. Things are gonna get thrown in your path just to try to stumble you up. Obstacles are inevitable. We face them every day. We maybe just don't want to see them happen in those things that we want to achieve. So we think, okay, I'm going to do A, B, and C. Here's my action plan that goes with that. And I'm just going to do these things one thing at a time, and nothing's going to go wrong. And in 6 months, my whole life is going to look way different than it does right now. And so what happens is when these obstacles come in, or when we haven't clearly thought through what it really means, as far as a share of mind, right? Like, how much of my actual time is this change going to take? How much money is it going to take? How much effort? How much observation am I going to have to do? When we don't take all of the work into consideration and we're not fully on board with that, it's super easy for us to go, well, that obstacle got thrown in my way. It's too big of a hurdle. I'm just not going to do that. So we let these temporary failures stop us from moving forward. And we don't have to. Temporary failures happen to everybody. The first airplane didn't take off just because somebody said, hey, I'm going to make an airplane, right? And we could look at all of these scientists and people that created anything, the computer, the cell phone we're on right now, creating this video. All of these things came with temporary failures or setbacks or regrouping and reorganizing and replanning and all of these things. So any goal worth having, any aspiration worth achieving is going to be met with obstacles. It's going to have its temporary failures. You just have to be willing to sit in them and move through them. You have to be willing to do the observation. You have to be willing to continue to do the work at all costs. And I don't mean just monetarily. I mean share of mind. I mean in time, in effort, in self-compassion, in whatever it is that needs to be part of that. So if you are the type that says, I am super bad at making decisions, every decision I make or commitment I make, I regret instantly, I've just resided to the fact that this is my life. And this is just the way it's going to be. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I wasn't born creative. I don't have what it takes to succeed in higher levels, whatever that looks like, even if it's just communication, right? Then, we need to talk. And so what I want you to do is I want you to head over to the blog. I've given you 5 steps that I took that were really life-changing and pivotal for me in that launching, in that ability to make big colossal decisions and stick to them and see them through and be super satisfied at the end, and to continue to be satisfied day after day. So I want that for you. So head over to the blog, read the whole thing. Don't peter out halfway through. You know you want to make some good decisions going into 2020. You know that this year was filled with things that you aspired to accomplish that maybe have fallen short. And let's look at that. I don't care if it's, I don't care what that goal or aspiration is. If it's not a good fit for me to help you with, then I'll help you find somebody that can. Let's make 2020 a good year for you. Don't let the grass grow. Get on the phone, call me, let's have a consultation. It's risk-free. We'll talk soon.